Hi and welcome to this week's new look Alakazam Video Blog. So David,
you've had a new look.
No, not me, I've still got my shirt, either white or black. White today.
Ralph Lauren, love it.
Yeah, a bit of Ralph.
Original.
And we're in our studio, which we have been for the last few weeks, but we've changed it about a bit.
We have.
We've moved the table, we've changed the table.
I know, yeah.
We still have got our card table, but that will be used
to play poker.
Nice. So we got our new look table, we brought it all forward a bit, made it a bit more arty in the studio, so it's really cool. But it's been, we say this every week, it's been a busy week.
It's been a crazy week.
It has been a crazy week. We've had a friend of mine come over, Jorge Garcia.
Yes.
Known to some as George Garcia, known to others as the Jack. I met him a couple of years ago in Mind Summit in Germany. Yeah. He was over to film a project. Mm-hmm. So let's show these guys a minute taster of what we've been up to this week.
Okay guys, so we're off to film the Jack today. We're going to be filming at a brand new location. We're all excited and I'm going to take you with us.
So now we are on our way just to film the new DVD with great material, mentalism material, and a couple of never released routines I have for you. So see you later. Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Hello everybody, my name is The Jack and I just finished filming my show here at the Theater of Wonder, and I cannot wait for you to see what is going to be in the next DVD we are doing right now.
So that was the Jack. He's been over for 3 days. He went home today. Went back to he's from Argentina, but he's in Madrid.
Yeah,
it was there at the moment.
Amazing. I learned so much from this guy. I mean, I don't normally do mentalism, but the stuff he was saying you could apply to all genres of magic. He had a wealth of knowledge, and he had some awesome routines.
Well, the interesting thing, he also lectured for the Alakazam Magic Club. And it was a great lecture. It's full of really good information. And I was quite interested to learn that his mentor was actually a manipulator. So the person that taught the Jack never started as a manipulator. He always wanted to go into mentalism. But the mentor, the guy that taught him, was a manipulator. So that's why Jack is so comfortable on stage. That's why he moves so well on stage. He's got a really good stage presence.
He's a great storyteller. As you say, the movement it all flows. It's brilliant. Really good. And we filmed a interview with Jack, which is going to go up near the time of the release of the DVD.
Well, that's the thing. He was over here to film a DVD. So the DVD is 8 mentalism routines, which close up, parlour, stage, and we're aiming to release it in December. Pre-order will start November. And then we'll put up the interview and maybe give you a taster of what.
He does a trick on us in the interview, doesn't he?
He does do a trick.
Which is awesome.
This was one of the things he showed me, that you know when you see something and your mind just starts whirring and you start coming up with loads of ideas.
Yeah.
This principle, I absolutely loved it, and I know you loved it. Everyone that saw it just thought it was so clever, and it's something I'm definitely going to use. And the other thing was, we filmed it in a fantastic location.
Yeah, as you just saw in the video.
Bright.
Yeah.
And it's a small little theatre. We will put up information about the theatre, or if you're interested, give us a buzz at the shop, because Ollie, who owns it, is hoping to put on a little magic show once a month.
Yeah.
So he's going to be looking for magicians, and I tell you what, if you're working on an act, it's the perfect place to try it out, because it's intimate. There's like, you know, you can fit about 30 people in there.
20, 30 people. I mean, you saw the scenery, but you can change it. It's got, I can't remember how many different
40 odd different sets.
Yeah, that you
like
can move around. It's great.
Really, really cool. So thank you, Ollie, for allowing us to film in the
Theatre of Wonder.
Theatre of Wonder, and it was the World of Legend, wasn't it? Because it's a photography studio. Also, if any of you guys are looking for a show reel, or if you're looking for photography, some new promo shots or whatever,
amazing.
Ollie's the guy that done our Meet the Team promo shots. So if you go to the website and check out the Meet the Team, myself, David, Jenny, Louise,
and Ruby
and Andy and Ruby, they're all sort of all those ones, you'll see them because they're all the same sort of style. But Ollie took all those pictures, so if you're interested in getting new promos or getting a show reel, get in touch with this guy.
Also, in the video you saw that we were filming there, I went into a close-up of some pictures in the door, and all of them are taken by Ollie.
Yeah, so you've got Nyman, you've got Paul Daniels, Tom Baker, there's loads of...
And you can see the different sort of artistic slants you can put on it. But
it was great. So if you're interested in any of that, give us a shout here at the shop, and we'll certainly give you his details. So while we're talking about the Jack, just going to mention, we have got... 2 of his products, so some of you might be aware of his name because these products are on our site. We got a new batch in stock, not many of them. We've got the Jack's book 7 Mysteries. So there's 7 effects in here. There's also a chapter on cold reading, and there's also a couple of essays and theoretical sort of essays in there as well.
Which is where the real gems lie for me with him. But yeah, I've read a couple of the tricks in there, and they are brilliant.
It's a really good book. And the other thing is To Lovecraft, which is the Jack's version of the classic Pegasus page routine. In my opinion, it's one of the best I've seen, because there's no switching of book. The book itself is ungimmicked. Yes, it has got a page torn out of it, but it's ungimmicked. And you give the book away at the end, and there's nothing for them to find.
And everything seems so free and fair with it.
Yes, it really does. So that's To Lovecraft, the Pegasus page. So that's it for about the Jack. But the DVD's coming out in December, should go on pre-sale in November, and it's called Meet the Jack. So stay tuned for that, because I know you're going to absolutely love it. Right. I want to talk to you about these very briefly. They are the new Sven pads, but they're the KOD, or code.
Oh,
I didn't know that's what it stood for.
No, I didn't.
No, but it is. It's code. Not with an O. Knock on
dead.
So these new little Sven pads. Now Brett, who created the Sven Pad Supreme, got in touch with me about a month ago, and he said, I've come up with this new idea for this sort of spiral bound, innocent looking pad. And I said, it sounds good. I couldn't get my head around how it's going to actually work, because obviously it has to be really, really precise for the Sven pad principle to work. And obviously when you have binding here, you've now got play in the pages. So I couldn't really get my head around it. And Brett asked me, his first prototypes, the spiral was here, and I said, me as well as a lot of other people said, no, keep it at the top, because that feels like a really natural movement and everything. And it was only yesterday, these came in, I think on Monday or maybe late last week. But because we've been filming, I haven't had a chance to really check them out. And I haven't had a chance to check out Brett's little trailer he did for them. Now the trailer is great, we're going to drop it in a moment. But the trailer is not a trailer. It's not an arty, you know, cameras.
Yeah.
Brett sits there and he tells you why this is so good. And I tell you what, I watched it last night, and I am really, really impressed with the lengths he's gone to make this what he considers to be the best Sven pad out there. And do you know what? I think I'm in agreement as well, because it looks really natural.
Yeah.
And when you see what they've done up here to make it work,
right.
I would never have thought of it. I think it's a great idea. Now that comes in 2 versions. It comes in the yellow and it comes in the red. They're both great. They're both identical apart from the colours.
And they lined pages, are they?
They are lined pages, so it looks like a little notebook.
Right.
But once again, even though it's lined pages, it's great for drawing and everything else. It just looks like you picked up a little pound, you know, notepad from W.H. Smith's or wherever you would have got one from. But these are in stock now, and the other great thing about these is they're a lot cheaper than the other ones.
Right.
Because the other ones you have to buy in sets of 2. These ones he's selling singly.
Yeah.
So they are great. But we're going to drop the trailer in now, rather than me speak about it. Hear it from the man himself. But take my word for it, you won't be disappointed in these. The quality of them, top notch. And when you see this trailer with Brett, you'll realise how much passion he's put into it, and you know how he doesn't cut corners. This isn't a cheap product. You can see the work.
It's not a cheap knockoff. It's a great original. So
it is. So now we're going to drop in the trailer for the KOD or the Code.
This is the new Sven pad Code, and this is the most powerful Sven pad we've ever come up with. I'm really, really proud. They come in 2 colors. As you can see, we've got the bright red and the bright yellow. These look exactly like the pads that you would buy at a Walgreens, a Target, anywhere in Europe. They are the typical notepads. Every aspect of these has been thought of, and nothing like this has ever been made before. What I think you're going to love is the spiral design up at the top. We looked at a design on the side with a spiral on the side, but just based on feedback, we decided it's still better to have the spiral here. Here's what's really cool. Even though it's spiral bound, to keep the pages perfect, just like you expect in the Sven pads, these pages are actually glued at the top. All of the inner pages are glued as one unit. They're absolutely solid. They're actually double glued on the binding. After they're glued, they're then specially hole punched so that they remain collated and they stay absolutely perfect. The covers are completely free moving, just like you'd expect in any spiral bound pad. So when you use the pad, you simply hand it to the spectator and you pull it back and nice and flat, and then you can do your force just as you always would with the Sven pad. Here's something else that's a little bit crazy. This still amazes me. Because of the way the binding is made, you can see here in the middle that even though it appears that the spiral binding is holding the pad, it's just an illusion. As close as you look, even if you're here in person and you put your eye right up to it, it is actually the glue that's holding the binding together. And the pad can be opened a full 180 degrees just like this, and it's made to be open this way, and yet it still remains absolutely solid. So this is really kind of an illusion, and I think it's one of the coolest parts of the Sven pad Code. The back is also quite perfect. Let me grab the yellow one here. Pick your color, red or yellow. The back just says here, distributed by Casey's Office Depot, Phoenix, Arizona, 85050, 100% satisfaction guaranteed, made in Malaysia. Of course, this is all nonsense. Casey's Office Depot, KOD. This really is quite a secret weapon. The Sven pad Code, grab some. These are the nicest, most powerful Sven pads that have ever been made.
Okay, so on to this week's competition.
Yes.
First off, we will reveal the winner to last week's competition.
And last week's clue was fancy, fickled, drab, job, pleb.
This was the one we tried to say quickly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what it was. And the winner to this
is Melissa
Jane Hudson.
Melissa Jane Hudson, congratulations, you have won.
Because the answer was Blackbird by Jeff Copeland. So Melissa, congratulations to you.
All you need to do is email us at sales@alakazam.co.uk with a subject line competition winner, and put your name and address in there, and we will pop a Blackbird in the post to you, or alternatively you can call the shop. But once again, please do not message us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anything else.
There we go. So congratulations to you. And on to this week's. Now you've just done this, and it says absurdly win Grotty Congress. Absurdly win Grotty Congress, and we will tell you that is the trick and the creator.
Yes,
yeah,
the item and the creator.
Item, ooh, that might be an extra clue there.
Yeah.
Item and creator. So one more time, absurdly win Grotty Congress. So that's this week's competition. Send in all your answers to sales@alakazam.co.uk with the title vlog.
Vlog competition.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, good luck.
So, with our competition box now safely back,
yes,
under the little jukey boxy thing, we will move on.
Yes, to basically one that you may be familiar with. However,
yes,
as always with our tricks and with the codes, we're always coming up with new effects.
Yes,
and you have.
I have. So, before we show you that, I just want to tell you, a lot of you know this already, whenever you buy a product from Alakazam now, if it's one of our later products, maybe the last year or so, it will come with a code. Usually, I will give you that code, or Dave will give you that code on the introduction to the DVD or on the good buys.
Yeah.
Okay? All you need to do, it doesn't matter where you buy the product from. You could buy the product from any dealer, any shop, anywhere in the world. As long as you've got that code, all you need to do is go to Alakazam, open an account, which costs you nothing. In your account, there's a section that says My Registered Products. You go into there and you pop the code in. What that does is that unlocks every bit of bonus footage we have created for this product. And also in the future, what we're going to be doing is if you buy, let's say, Screen Test, even though you get a DVD in there, there will be a copy of the DVD on there as well. Do you know what I mean?
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, so you're getting the best. If you want to sort of learn it from the streaming, you can. If you want to pop the DVD in, you can. So we're going to give you all of that.
I would say as well, I urge you to do that. It's very easy when you buy a new product. If you work out how it works, you put the first bit of DVD on and then you forget about it. But the longer that these products are with us and we are sort of playing around with them, the more they get to, I guess, mature and the ideas get stronger and stronger. So there are some real gems for some of our effects out there, which are there now for you to look at on the codes. So do make sure, we always stress it, but make sure you register your product. So on to Screen Test.
Screen Test. Well, this Screen Test Pocket, a lot of you are aware of it. Now, Screen Test, when it originally came out, it was a great trick. We purchased the rights of Steve Dimmer, and the trick was as it was, a Screen Test. I added a second phase to it with the ringtone revelation. And then we bought it out and everything else. And then I started playing with them, especially when we got the Pocket version.
Yes.
The Pocket version for me opened up a whole world of possibilities. And we have got, I'm not sure how many bonus videos there are.
A lot.
There's a lot there. And we keep thinking of new tricks to do with it. So if you've purchased the Screen Test Pocket, and I would say my personal preference, and if you haven't purchased one now and you're thinking, actually, the effect you're going to see in a moment, actually I like that, please get yourself the Mega Pack. Because
it's so much more diverse. There's so much more you can do with it. And I know that seems generic coming from, well, you know, you've got to get both packs, but genuinely it opens up a huge amount of ideas that you can play with, and especially this one, which utilises, you know, both packs.
So let's cut to the performance, and then we'll get back to talking about it after.
Okay.
Guys, I'm going to show you something using these little movie postcards. Okay, we've got a good selection. I think there's about 50 or 60 different movies there. What I'm going to ask you to do, Dave, before we go any further, is I want you to cut and complete. And are you happy with that, or do you want to do it again?
I am going to do it again.
Perfect.
All right.
Great, you happy?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to cut the pile anywhere, and exactly where you cut, I want you to pick up the cards.
These
so
ones?
yeah, so now you're going to be dealing from a random position.
Yeah.
And you're going to deal 2 hands as if you were playing poker. 1 to Jack and 1 to you.
Okay.
5 cards.
5?
Yep. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You only said 5
I
after...
did say as if you're playing poker.
Oh, okay.
So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take that one. Put it away.
Right.
Right, okay. Both pick up your piles.
Right.
I'm going to turn my head or cover my eyes, actually. What I want you both to do is, if you can both shuffle your piles, remove any card. Now you can do that one of 2 ways. You can remove the card by not looking at it and take one at random, or alternatively you can have a look at the movies that you've been given and you can actually choose one.
Okay.
Okay?
Do we show the guys?
You can show the guys if you like, yeah. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is actually switch those cards. So David, give your one to the Jack. Jack, give your one to David.
Okay.
And I want you to shuffle each other's card into your pile. Does that make sense?
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay. So, Jack, have you got a little side pocket in your waistcoat?
Yes, I have it.
You have? Pop
Yeah.
yours in there.
All right, good.
And, David, you've now got 5 movies. One of those movies was chosen by the Jack. I'm going to keep my eyes closed. I don't want to see anything. I'm going to ask you one question, Jack. Did you actually pick that movie consciously? Did you have a look through and choose one?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, David, what I'm going to ask you to do is read out the movies you have, but try not to give me any clues as to which one is the Jack's if you know it.
Okay.
So just read them out.
Right. My Fair Lady.
Yep.
Grease.
Yep.
Gladiator.
Yep.
The Usual Suspects.
Yep.
And Titanic.
Okay. Jack, have you seen this movie before?
Yes.
You have. This is a movie that you obviously enjoyed.
Yes.
Okay. Knowing you the way I know you, I would say that you've gone for something that's quite dramatic. I'm going to say you're going to go for something that is also quite violent. I think you went for Gladiator.
That's correct.
That's right.
That's
okay.
correct.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to open my eyes now. Now you've got your cards in your pocket. One of those belong to David.
That's correct.
Okay, they're in here. Do you mind if I reach in?
Oh, yeah.
David, for the first time, my friend, what was your film?
Curse of the Werewolf.
The Curse of the Werewolf.
Yeah.
That happens to be The Curse of the Werewolf.
Very good. Very, very good.
I thank you. So that was the performance of an effect called Dual Fault, and it's self-working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely self-working.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind that Dave could have cut the deck anyway, could have kept cutting, you could have started dealing from any position.
Yeah.
So there's no memorised stack in there at all. I'm not memorising anything.
It's actually the effect that I will. But I mean, for those who know me, I haven't got the best memory in the world. So memorising stuff like this is, and amongst other tricks as well, I kind of get mixed up. But my go-to thing would probably be that now, because there's no memory work in it. It actually plays really big if you're using 2 people, and it's a good bit of magic.
And the thing is, and I've said this before on previous vlogs, is screen test. If you own the screen test mega pack, that could now be your whole close-up mentalism act. You could do your whole close-up mentalism act with that set of cards.
Yeah.
You could build your whole little 15-minute mentalism show around mini movie posters.
Yeah, because each of the effects is a different effect, I guess.
You've got predictions. If you do my, it's once again, it's on the bonuses. My Oscar prediction thing. I think I don't know what I actually called it, but you've got that one. You've got my 3-phase one. So you've got predictions. You've got mind reading. You've got this, which is more of the tactile thing with the finger sensitivity at the fingertips and everything else. there's so many different ideas. You've got that great the sort of Gemini twins type effect with the predictions. So there's so many great routines in there that you could pick 3 or 4 of them and have a 15-20 minute act just using that.
I would say as well, while the Jack was over, he absolutely loved this, and he had a great routine that he put to it, which we filmed as well. So that will be something in the future that will be added into that the code. So again, another reason why to register the code. But yeah, it's great. We filmed it. It will be in your account for you to view and to learn now. Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you've already registered, go to your account. That DVD, that video will be in there. Performance and explanation. If you haven't registered, please register it, because all those routines will come flooding into you. And if you haven't purchased a screen test yet, why not? It is absolutely awesome. So my personal recommendation is go for the mega pack, all right, because it's going to open up so many more doors for you. So that's it. That is screen test, right? So now we're coming up to the end, but I do want to say thank you to everyone that's pre-ordered Will to Read. Also, as you may be aware, I think I mentioned it on last week's vlog, we started up this new thing called the Alakazam Review Team, where customers of ours, they're not personal friends of ours, even though some of them are, but you know, they are Alakazam customers, genuine Alakazam customers, were given the chance to pre-purchase. Now that's very important. They were given the chance to purchase. They were not sent freebies.
No.
They purchased it at the full price.
But they just got to purchase earlier. In response, they just give us a review for the product. So, or in
and the whole thing was, you can basically purchase it a couple of weeks before anyone else. All we ask is you give a genuine review, and that's why we wanted them to part with their cash for it.
Because it's very easy if you're giving a freebie to give a good review. And that does happen. So I think that was really important that people did actually purchase it, because then they're going to be honest. And that's what we've got. If you look underneath this product now, there are loads of honest reviews. So
they're in-depth reviews. It's not the standard, it's great, you should buy it. It's why is it great? Why is this better than this? Why is this better than that? And the response has been phenomenal. I mean, just take a look for yourself. Go to the product, scroll down and just look at all the 5-star reviews. I mean, I was overwhelmed when they were coming in. It was just like bang, bang, bang. But there's great news. We were waiting for one component to make these up. They arrived yesterday evening. So Claire is in the next room now at HQ packing these up. We expect to be able to ship these early. The actual release date was the 23rd, which is next Friday. I'm hoping we'll be able to start shipping these on Tuesday.
Oh, brilliant.
So for all you guys that are pre-ordered, they should be starting to be sent out Tuesday, Wednesday. So by the end of next week, you'll have them. So you should have them before the release date. And if you haven't pre-ordered yet, take a look at the trailer, take a look at the full uncut performance. We got a full uncut performance from the vlog last week.
Which is underneath the description of the effects. So make sure you scroll down the page, you'll see a full uncut performance of this. And
then underneath that, you got all the reviews.
There you go.
But honestly, you will not be disappointed. This gets Alakazam's highest recommendations. And I can't recommend it any more than saying, I carry it and I do it.
And you genuinely do.
So that is Will to Read by Steve Della. So check it out on our website now. Right, so that's it for this week. Remember, we had Lovecraft and 7 Mysteries by the Jack. We've got the brand new Sven Pad KOD or Code Pad in red and yellow. Screen Test Pocket. Remember, if you're going to go for it, take my advice, go for the Mega Pack. You will not be disappointed. And the brand new release, Will to Read. Make sure you read the reviews and watch the full uncut performance. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And as usual,
subscribe here, guys. We are getting a good following now, and you guys are obviously telling your friends about it because you are enjoying it. So please continue to do that and subscribe there if you haven't done so already. That was a jammed vlog this week, wasn't it?
That was a jammed vlog. It was really, really cool. If also, if you haven't signed up to our standard email list, go onto our website. Right at the top it says join our VIP mailing list. Join that, because you know, once a week, once every couple of weeks, we send out special offers. We send out little offer codes on products. We let people know about sort of secret sales and things that we have going on, things that are for you guys that are on the list and watch the vlogs and things like that. So make sure you sign up to the email list, and also like us on Facebook.
Yeah, and I will say this, now this is very early, because we're only in September. However, Christmas will be upon us before we even know it.
Yes.
So start getting your wish lists together.
Good point.
We did that last year, and the earlier you get them in, the sort of easier you can get them out to your family.
Yeah.
We will go into a bit more detailed wish lists nearer the time.
Do you know what we'll try and do? We'll try and do one of those things where you see the mouse going around the screen and showing you how it works.
You love them, don't you?
I do. I've got to learn how to do it.
We'll do one of them, but yeah, bear that in mind. Have a look at the wish list section on the website and start getting them together. But that brings us towards the end of the vlog.
It does, yeah. So thank you so much for joining us, and until next week, have a great one.
See you guys.